Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Cohan. I am the president and founder of Cohan Law Firm. Tonight, we are having a very special event. She Means Business, Turning Passion into Power. In honor of Women's History Month, we have here on our panel 6 very successful, accomplished women who are going to share their stories tonight. And the importance of tonight is, number one, this is our first inaugural She Means Business event. Inaugural means that we plan to have this again next year. So we're going to do this again. We're going to celebrate Women's History Month every year. Thank you very much. As I stated before, we are a female-dominated law firm. Most of the 22 people that we have employed at our firm, 19 of them are women. 19 of them are women. This event is the cornerstone event of our initiative, Cohan Law Gives Back. Last year, we decided that we wanted to start a series and make a commitment to community events that highlight the success of our local communities and ensure that people being represented are heard and understood. Because at Cohan Law Firm, all of our staff, all of our managers understand that a personal injury case or a personal injury lawyer is more than just a 1-800 number on a TV commercial at 12 o'clock. Because when you call those guys, you're never getting a call back. Our dedication is to our clients, that justice is served when people are heard and understood. And the key to our success has been our commitment to being client-focused and result-driven. All of our decisions, our business decisions, our case decisions, our case strategy go towards what is best for the client and what is going to drive the best result for the client. And it happens to be that a lot of that has been because of our female-centric focus. The females that work at our office, the women, the strong, independent, and capable women that work at our office are extremely empathetic. They're extremely smart. They're extremely intelligent. And they've been a big reason for our success. So we're here to celebrate that tonight. First, for starters, I'm going to introduce Ciarra Mendizabal. She is the daughter of our office manager and one of our head case managers, Hubert. She is a 4.0 student at Berkeley College. Good job, Ciarra. She's studying. She is in the medical assistant program where we expect her to succeed and thrive over the next 4 years, and we wish her the best in her career. Additionally, we have Yvonne Lee. Everybody give it up for Yvonne. I don't know if Yvonne has one job title. She kind of does everything. But she is a paralegal. She's a case manager, but she's way more than that. If you had Yvonne on one of your cases, she's your mom, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your neighbor. She takes good care of her clients. She makes sure that they're getting the medical treatment that they need. She makes sure that their case is getting the attention that it deserves. Rojeen Cohan, my lovely wife, our operations director. She's the glue that makes everything go at our law firm. She makes sure that all the moving parts are working. She makes sure that our firm is moving and aligned with our vision of being client-focused and results-driven. Additionally, we have Jamilah Acosta. Jamilah is the office manager at the Institute for Comprehensive Spine Care, which is a very prestigious spine care and pain management, yes or no? Pain management medical office in New York. And if you have an injury to your spine, to your back, their offices on the Upper East Side in New Jersey and Queens are some of the top places to go to if you're hurt. Thank you very much. Next we have Jiton. Jiton is I'm going to wait for the applause. Real estate agent, community advocate, and influencer. We look forward to hearing from her tonight. She's got some very interesting things to say. Eugenia Rice, Chef Rice. Chef Rice is nice, is the quote that we had. Her food is good. Chef's Rice, food is very good. And she is a chef and entrepreneur, and she has a lot to say tonight, and we're looking forward to hearing from her. Susan? Susan is the head of Harlem Honors. Correct? Harlem Honors. She is a very well-known community advocate, and she is a leader in the community, which is something that we all strive to be, is to help our communities out and advance them. So we look forward to hearing from Susan tonight. I've spoken enough. I've talked enough. Ciarra, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Ciarra Mendizabal, and I first want to thank Cohan Law Firm for allowing me to be part of today's event and giving me the opportunity to give back to the community, from helping with the food drive to participating in the tour drive for the Children's Hospital. It's been such an honor to contribute and be part of the work that truly makes a difference. I'm so grateful to be here celebrating Women's History Month with all of you. To me, this month is really about appreciation. Appreciating the women who show strength every day, who keep going even when life gets difficult, and who make sacrifices out of love for the people around them. When I think about that kind of strength, I immediately think of my mother, because she has shaped me into the young woman I am today. She has sacrificed so much for me and my family and continues to inspire me every single day. She was a single mother to my brother for 2 years, while working full-time and going to college, all while raising 2 kids and doing everything she could to give us a better life. Watching her push through challenges and never give up showed me what real resilience looks like. And she is not only my role model, but also my best friend. I also want to take a moment to appreciate my dad, Hubert Mendizabal, because he is actually the reason I'm standing here giving this speech tonight. And his encouragement and belief in me remind me how important and support and love are in helping someone grow. Because of everything my mom has done for me, I push every day to make her proud, which is why I'm currently a full-time college student pursuing my associate's degree to become a medical assistant, while juggling work and maintaining a 4.0 GPA. After college, I want to continue improving my education and hopefully become the first doctor in my family, so I can give back to my family and honor the example my mom has set for me. I've always loved helping people and trying to make someone smile when they need it most. And I've loved that sometimes the smallest act of kindness, like being patient, listening, or simply showing compassion, can make a lasting difference, because you never know what someone's truly going through.
Yes.
Women's History Month reminds me to recognize and appreciate the women who inspire us every day. Our mothers, mentors, friends, and community whose strength and sacrifices help shape the future, even when they don't always receive the recognition for it. I'm still at the beginning of my journey, but I hope to carry forward the resilience, compassion, and love that my parents, and especially my mom, have shown me, and use that positive impact on others along the way. Thank you, and happy Women's History Month. And now, I want to introduce someone who truly lights up the office, brings joy to everyone around here, and works so hard while giving back in so many ways. The one and only Yvonne Lee.
Wow. I need you to introduce me all the time. Hi, everybody. Again, thank you for coming. We appreciate, everyone being here for the Cohan Law panel. I just wanted to, give us all a shout out real quick. I wrote something before we start the panel, and this is for every woman in the room. Radical reflections. I refuse to be the only one I don't celebrate. As a woman, we're expected at celebrations. We celebrate our teens. We celebrate our daughters. We advocate for our scholars. We amplify our colleagues. We pray for everyone else's breakthrough. And I know all of us are familiar with that. But somewhere along the line, we lead to exclude ourselves. We downplay. We deflect compliments. We minimize our wins. We call our strength just doing what I gotta do. That's me. No more. I refuse to be the only one I don't celebrate. And so should you.
Amen.
God did not design us to pour endlessly into others while pretending we are empty vessels. The same grace that covers your service covers your success. The same humanity that keeps you grounded does not require you to shrink. You're allowed to be acknowledged your growth. You're allowed to honor your resilience. You're allowed to say, I handled that well. You're allowed to see the hand of God on your life and name it. This Women's History Month, remember, you are not just support for people in history, you're shaping it. Thank you. Michael Cohan.
Well said. Thank you. So the first topic I want to talk about is leadership and resilience. And I'm going to start with Chef Rice, Eugenia Rice. We all know that New York City is very competitive. Any business that you're in, any endeavor that you're in. So tell us, how have you turned your passion into purpose and turned that into a successful business?
Good evening, everybody. Okay, so how did I turn my passion into purpose? I didn't. God did.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why.
Come on.
I was raised with a large family, and I come from a large family, and none of them like to cook. And I learned how to cook at 11 years old, and it was always my passion. But my mother raised me, rest in peace, of always bringing love at the table. So the center of what I do, and that is my model. People who follow me, my name on IG is Chef Gigi. And it's love through food, one dish at a time. Because there's so many people out there that are food deprived. There's seniors. I have a personal thing because on behalf of my mother who had passed away, I do serving our seniors. I'm in collaboration with the NYPD. Out of pocket, we've served for the past few years thousands of meals every Sunday to the seniors that can't make it outside. Plus, they have limited incomes to get food. So how I turned my passion into purpose, God did that because He showed me what my purpose was. All I needed to do was answer, was listen, and to follow.
We're going to tell this microphone works well. You can pass that microphone right over to Jamilah. And Jamilah, our question to you is, in your world, pain is often invisible. As a woman in healthcare, how do you ensure that your patients are truly heard and not just treated?
Good evening, everyone. Shout out to my sisters. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. So pain is invisible for patients, especially for Black women. So it's very important to create an open space for patients to feel comfortable and safe to tell us exactly what they're feeling, how long they've been feeling it, and give us a history on, what's been going on with them. And it's very important to be empathetic. Having empathy is very important in the medical field because you have to look at your patients as if they were a family member and how you would want your family to be treated. And I treat all of my patients like family. I love them to death. Those are my besties. So, when they come in the office and they're crying in pain, it hurts me. So I try to be empathetic and provide an open and safe space for them to communicate and just feel comfortable in our office.
Amazing. You can please pass. Susan, you have seen the landscape of the city change drastically over the years. What is the biggest barrier that women in New York City face today when stepping into their power?
The barriers that we as women go through a lot of times is that we overlook. There's a lot of women doing powerful things and they don't get the recognition they deserve. So that's the reason why I created Harlem Honors. Thank you. So I created Harlem Honors. So I and my girls here that help me out a lot with my husband, with Harlem Honors, we're able to honor women who are doing amazing things. Because women do that.
Yvonne. Yvonne, you are the bridge for so many people in crisis. How do you balance everything for everyone else while still showing up yourself?
Well, let me just say this first. I battle a lot, and a lot of people are not aware of it, but I put people first. I've always put people first. It's important to put people first sometimes. People in this world have a lot going on. They may not tell you, but they have a lot going on. So I find it that I get them to trust me enough to let me in. You understand? That's like our clients. We have clients that have so many things going on, and the end result is, yes, they're in pain. They're about to be evicted. We have clients that's in a shelter. We have to be empathetic, like she said, to everything that's going on. So by hearing them first, letting them know we got them, and putting them first, that's what helps.
Jiton, you have an impressive, massive platform and a distinct brand. How do you stay unique to your voice while still ensuring that you're creating a real impact?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for that compliment. So what I try to do is just stay true to myself. We're in a time where everything is kind of like fake, and people, the images. I try to keep my morals, my values to who I am. Because if I alter that, then I'm not being authentic to Jiton Greene. So I don't want to. That's cute. I don't want to become what everybody else is doing just because that's working. Well, no, not what's working, but because it looks good. Because everything that looks good is really not good. So I try to just keep my morals, my values, my work ethics, just try to just stay true to myself. Like that.
Society often tells us that women have to choose between their career and their family. What would you say to women facing this exact same pressure?
I feel like society often tells women that having a family and having a career are opposing forces. And to anyone that feels that kind of pressure, I would tell them that my family is like my leadership laboratory. All of these soft skills that I've developed for high stakes negotiations or ruthless prioritization or deep empathy aren't developed in some sort of classroom program. They are refined at my kitchen table with my kids. To anyone who says that you don't have enough time, and I say, you know what? My time is precious. So when I'm working on things that yield high impact results. I don't waste time because I have 3 Ys that come home and they want to do homework, hopefully. They want snacks for sure, and they want to play. So I don't have time to waste. What I'm working on is important and I push through. And you know what? I am not choosing one or another. I am integrating both into a higher value of success.
So we're going to go back to Eugenia. That was the first round of questions. That was more of the why behind the work that you do. Now I want to talk a little bit about the how. So Eugenia, trust is everything in business and in law. What made you trust us? Because you've referred us a few clients. What made you trust Cohan Law Firm enough to refer your own clients? And what did you see happen for them once they came to us?
Well, you kind of made it easy for me because basically just the way you presented yourselves is telling you why I referred people. But to really be in more detail, I've known Yvonne for like forever. She told me she was coming here to work, and I'm the type of person that I like to do investigating. So I went online, I went to see what you brought to the table, and I was very, very impressed. So quite a few people from me through Yvonne to you guys. Many clients came, and what really made me happy, not only them, but even what I've seen online, you have satisfied clients. And every one of them, the one thing they said is the same thing that you guys are saying right now, and it means a lot to me. I want to tell you that as community, to know that you're not just taking clients on just because you want to get money. You really take it on. Yeah, of course, to get them money, but you also really care. No, really. Hey, guys, we want to get that money. Is that true? But at the same token, you care about them. And to know that they can walk out of that office and they can walk and know that you really care, that's the big difference that's going to take y'all to where y'all going. Yes. Right. So I wish you all the best and all the luck. And you got to keep them out of it. If this girl here, she can talk anybody in the show. Come to Cohan. You be wanting to come. I just bust my toe. Oh, you're going to go to Cohan. You can do it because you know what? You guys are just that good.
There you go, Jamilah. Next. Thank you for that. Jamilah, we live in a time of very kind of cheapened healthcare, right? Doctors are doing whatever's good for business. Insurance payouts are low. How does proper documentation become a critical piece of what you're doing? I mean, especially for our clients who need that documentation, but also for them themselves.
Well, first I want to thank Cohan Law so much for entrusting my practice with all of your clients. It's important to document properly the patient's care, you know, when they're having hearings and when they're settling their cases and things of that nature. It's important to document and create a timeline from when the patient first got injured all the way up until the end, if they need surgery or if they don't need surgery. That just helps their case. So it's important to properly document their pain and to ensure that their pain has been heard, assessed, and treated.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Susan, you're on the ground every day. And a lot of communities in New York, they don't have access to legal assistance or legal advice. Why does it matter so much that businesses, specifically law firms, because we're here tonight, why does it matter that law firms show up and deliver results for communities, local communities like Harlem?
Good question. Law firms are needed, especially in Harlem. They are needed in Harlem because a lot of families don't have the resources. So y'all coming into the community to help families, so when they have a situation, they can look forward to their cases being heard in a timely manner and also correctly. So I feel that law firms, because a lot of times we be promising, but we don't get justice. Right. So that's what Harlem needs. And I also want to say thank you, Yvonne, and thank you for your law firm. And I will be first on you.
Justice is definitely, it's more than a check, right? It's more than a check. Yvonne, the legal process is long and exhausting. How do you keep your clients feeling supported and empowered throughout the process?
Well, first and foremost, everybody know all my clients love me. I treat them like family. We know that. I treat them like family so much that my phone will literally ring sometimes at 11 or 12 o'clock. Let me just say that. But we treat them like family. I get, they trust me. They trust the firm. They look to me for everything. Because for them to get in an accident, you know, that's traumatizing enough. To get in an accident, you can't work anymore. How are you going to get your money? So now I have to secure it and make sure that they're able to get their lost wages, you know. make get their vehicle fixed, put them in a rental car, Some of these clients are out of work for a very long time, okay? And the first answer is, how am I going to take care of myself? I can't feed my family. I got to pay my bills, you understand? So being the best paralegal I can on their case, it matters to me. It's very important because not only do I need you to trust me, I need them to trust me enough to know that I'm going to get them to the end. That Cohen Law will do everything we have to do to get them to the end of their case. We will file a lawsuit. We'll do summary judgment. We'll do everything. But at the end of the day, it's a matter of trust. If the clients don't trust me, how do they expect me to make them or get them their money? So that's important.
Jiton, as an influencer and advocate, your word is your bond. So how do you decide which businesses or causes are actually worth putting in front of your followers?
Oh, that's a good question. I try to put things in front of my audience that are relatable, things that I'm knowledgeable, that's my profession. Like, I don't want to mislead you. I want to be able to give you knowledge. For example, as a realtor, I'll do like a first-time home buyer seminar. Like, that's my audience. I want to feed my audience things that I can give them knowledge and give them information to better themselves. So I try to make sure whatever I'm going to discuss or display on my platform that is relatable, so it can be, believed. I don't want to display something that I have no knowledge of.
Jim, looking at it from your background and perspective, how do you build a winning strategy around the medical picture on a personal level to make sure that clients get what they deserve?
So previous to working at Cohan Law Firm, I was in a medical profession, and something that really made sense with our firm was to make sure that our team, our staff, really understood the medical treatments and the true injury that our clients had. So we're not just the law firm that does wills and estates, and our clients are injured, they are suffering. So we've done lunch and learns with various medical offices. Jamilah, I think you did one week with us, so thank you. Where doctors, treatment care coordinators, patient care coordinators sat with us and taught our team what these injuries mean, what the medical procedures that they're going to have mean, and how that impacts their life afterwards. What does their daily living look like? How much pain are they in? Are they able to do things that bring them joy? These things matter in terms of their case, and it matters in terms of the client. So we take all this information, we use AI and technology. We are a very tech-forward firm, and we use manpower, but for today we'll say women power, because we are women. And we create this package for the insurance adjusters and their lawyers, and to make sure that they understand what our client is going through. Because it's not just a number. It's truly an injury. It's truly changed their life. Walk around with a muscle spasm in your back for a day and see how you feel. I did it. It wasn't comfortable. And we need to convey that information to these companies. And I think that we do a fantastic job. And I think that integrating, having that deep empathy, and as well as using the technology where it's appropriate, we are able to reach that high level of success for our clients.
So, to close out our discussion tonight, I want to talk a little bit about new horizons in the future. We've talked about the barriers that people face and the systems of justice that we navigate. We're talking about woman power. It's fantastic. We have a lot of people watching. We have a lot of clients. We have a lot of vendors. We have a lot of young people, daughters who are, they're watching and they're looking for that spark to get started, right? Because a lot of it, if you've ever run a business or owned a business, or everybody here has led an organization or led people, that spark to get started is really, really the hardest part. So we'll start with Eugenia. If a young woman came to you today and said, listen, I don't know where to start. I'm interested in XYZ, but I don't know what to do. I feel a little lost. What is the one piece of advice or the one thing that you would tell this person to get started?
It's going to be two. Sorry. First one is don't give up. The second is believe in yourself. Yes. And I want to say this before I go on. I do want to take the time out to thank Cohan Law Firm and all you ladies just to be a part of this. I think this is a wonderful thing that you're doing that's bringing awareness and letting people know that there's some bad chicks out there that's doing stuff. And mind you, the stuff that we're doing, we're not even doing it to get the pats on the back. It's who we are. We are servants. It's our heart. And I celebrate each and every one of these ladies for that. Now, getting back to me telling to never give up, which is really important for that young lady to understand and know why, is because, unfortunately, when you go on a journey, right, this journey that God gives us is your own journey. But for some reason, when we go on a journey, we always want to take people with us. And God is going to show you that the journey that you're going on is yours. So there'll be a lot of people that's going to be leaving. But the people that's leaving, you don't want them to leave because you're so familiar with them and you know them. But they gotta go because you know why? They only see what they see. They don't see what they need to see. And because of that, that can cause you to be discouraged and lack confidence in yourself. And you also have to set yourself up around people that are like-minded like you, that are go-getters, that want to believe in that. So I'll tell you my quick testimony. There's so many things I can tell you, and I wear so many hats, but I will tell you this as Chef Gigi sitting here. When I came into the chefing business, I was already in my 50s. So therefore, I was categorized, oh, you're going to hire that old lady, you're going to hire this and that. But see, I brought something. I brought love. I brought genuineness. I don't have to make a plate look pretty. I need the plate to taste good. I need your belly full with love and full with make it feel good. And let me tell you, a lot of people really, I didn't even think I was going to be so emotional. A lot of people, can you please family, discouraged me because I was too old. But guess what? When the NBA called me, they didn't care about my age. I've been 6 years at Love and Hip Hop and at Black King and Law and Order. They didn't stop me. And right now, I am 60 years old. So for the women over 50, it ain't over.
I'm ready to run through a brick wall right now. Chef Rice, whatever you say, I'm ready. That was unbelievable. Jamilah, go for it. What is one piece of advice you give to a young woman starting out today?
I would definitely say never give up. I've been in this industry about 13 years and I've been discouraged a lot. I've been told I'm not good enough. I've been told I'm not gonna make it. But just pushing every day, proving people wrong, partnering with people who are gonna have your back, supporting each other. Support is like having your family, having your, it takes a village. You have to make sure you pick the right village.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So just never give up, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, trust your instincts, and pick the right people to be by your side.
Susan, before you give your answer, could you tell us a little bit more about Harlem Honors, please?
Thank you. I created Harlem Honors in 2016. It was a dream. So I used to give parties with a girlfriend of mine named Teddy, but she passed away. So years later, I told my husband I would like to give out awards to people that's doing successful things in the community. And he said, let's do it. So I still don't believe I'm doing it. And my biggest thing with Harlem Honors is you have to have the right people to support you. And I have two of them here with me today. Carol and Mary. If you don't surround yourself around the right people, because you can't do it by yourself. My biggest event I had for me was doing the Apollo Theater.
Yes.
I'm just going to mention one person that I gave award to. I gave awards to a lot of people, but I'm going to mention A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing Harlem Honors. We do award shows. We do stuff with the community. We give out toys and coats and bicycles every Christmas. We do the Thanksgiving, give out turkeys. We feed the community. I am a learning, walking thing. And I want to say to you, it's greater later. I think I answered the question. So one thing I would like to say to a young folks who are trying to start out, trust in you. Trust in God.
Yeah.
Trust in whoever that's going to trust in you. Because anything's possible. I had a dream, it came true. And I'm doing it. And I'm having a ball. I'm living my life that. I am so happy, and I got a husband that loves me.
Welcome, stand up for the camera, please. We want to see that velvet jacket, please.
Thank you.
Yvonne. What is one piece of advice you give to a young woman starting out today?
First, I want to say, thank you, boss. Because I started out with no experience. This man has truly made me a beast. There are not many people that would, that don't see you. I kind of call myself an underdog because a lot of people don't even know what I do. I know a zillion people, but they don't know I do for a zillion people. So, I didn't give up, and I don't want nobody else to ever give up. Just keep going. They don't gotta know your name, and it's all right if they don't know my name, because I have done so much, and I give so much to so many people, and I make sure everybody's good. That just keep being that same person that gives so much, and make sure everybody's good. Follow your passion. Do what you want to do. Don't be a follower. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody's not your friend. Everybody you know is not showing support. And don't forget that. Just do you.
I can't follow that, Yvonne. This one, you should repeat the question.
Young woman comes to you today starting out. What's the best piece of advice you give?
No, honestly, I would just say do it from your heart. Because you know, people do things that looks good on social media and it's a check. But if it's not in your heart, you're not going to be successful. I've been doing this for 25 years. And it's my passion to sell. Like, I feel good when, especially not to discriminate, but our people, we don't buy. We buy frivolous things, cars, jewelry. We don't invest. Everybody else, people that don't even live here, because they come from other countries, they buy property. That's the first thing they do. They'll say 10 people in one house until they can save up for one house, and we don't get that. We gotta have a nice car outside. No, so that's why I really became a realtor. I was 25 when I bought my first house, and I was. But I think I was like the only person. It might have been one more person that I knew in my immediate circle. And I was like, why? Like, no one's teaching us that you can do this. It's not hard. Credit, income, in the town, it's not hard. But someone who, most of us wasn't taught that, growing up, wasn't really taught credit, it wasn't as knowledgeable. So that's why I became a homeless. I wanted everybody to feel what I felt. I wanted, people call me, I need some room. They're jumping my son. I gotta get out the hood, or I got, I'm scared for him to go to school. And, let me help you. Let me put your son in this school system. And some of them is paying high rents. The same money you're paying in rent could be a mortgage. So I just said that would be my advice to anybody who comes to me. Whatever you do it from your heart. The rest is going to follow. If it's from your heart and it's passionate, the money going to come. Don't chase the check. Don't look at Instagram, because everything you see on Instagram ain't real. Just make sure it's what you feel in your heart, and you're going to be successful. It works for you.
Last but certainly not least, Rojeen. A young woman comes to you. What's the best piece of advice you give?
I feel like this is a very old school way of thinking, but education. I don't necessarily mean formal education. There's a lot of information, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, take your pick, blogs, Reddit. Make sure it's not misinformation, but you could learn what people are putting out there, and then you could do it better. Put that information out with your way, with your nuances, with your spin on things, through your lens, your life experiences, and shape it in a way that someone else can understand and gain that information in a way that wasn't told before. Your story is important, and the more you learn, the more you can give back. Right.
So that is the conclusion of our panel tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the panelists for sharing your thoughts and your experiences. Thank you so much for the guests for coming. Thank you for everybody who coordinated this event. This was a fantastic event, and we look forward to having this every year. If I could share one piece, Bobby, if you have enough battery. This just kind of happened to me randomly today. One of our old interns called me and said, "Hey, my college, which is Baruch University, right down the block, is having an event for the pre-law students. Would you like to come and hear me speak?" I said, "Okay, no problem." I showed up there, and it turns out they wanted me to speak. So I showed up in pants and a polo, and I'm talking all these. Just these young people have so much misguided energy. They want to do something, they really, really do, and they don't know what direction to head. And there's a lot of misinformation out there. But the best advice I gave to people, because a lot of the pre-law students asked me, they were like, "What is the hardest part about starting your own business? What is the hardest part about starting your own law firm? How do you decide and say, I'm going to go open my own law firm?" And it's probably well known at this point because I repeat it way too much, but I started out with a laptop at Starbucks on 28th and 3rd Street. And Yvonne's laughing. It's like, how many times are you going to say it, Mike? But I told them, and it kind of came to me, I didn't think about the answer at the time, but you have to have people believe in you. And you have to show people that there's something to believe in. And if you go to people and you say, "Look, I have this track record. This is who I am. I'm a good person. I come from a good family. I have good values. These are the things that I believe in." People will follow you to your destination. So if there's any advice that I give to anybody, young, man or woman, but since we're here tonight, it's believe. Have people believe in you. Give people the sense of direction to follow you. And I'm always grateful to Yvonne, Hubert, Michael Perez, Rojeen, and all of our staff that couldn't make it here tonight. And anybody who's ever followed me, thank you for following me, because I believed in the vision at the outset. I always knew it was going to get to the place there we needed to be. I just needed the people behind me. And to everybody out there who was listening or who needs a spark, build something for people to believe in. And I'll end it with that. Thank you very much.
I want to say thank you to our panelists that attended. And thank you for being the first panelist for the She Speaks Business event. In honor of Cohen Law, we want to present you with this plaque. We'd like to present you with this plaque, Eugenia, as well. We'd like to present you with this plaque as well, Jiton. And we'd like to present you with this plaque as well, Jamilah. Okay? And my last but not least special plaque goes to a woman who changed her career and decided to join the force. Yeah.
So let's continue the conversation, continue the networking. We look forward to hosting everybody next year for Women's History Month. Thank you again.